Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Gentlemen, a short view back to the podcast. I am Matt.
And I am Jordan.
And I want to set your minds back. It's 2008.
A short view back to the past.
Short view back to the past. 2008. We're in Brazil. It's a showdown between Massa and Hamilton. We're coming to the last few corners of the last lap.
Is that Gluck? Is that Gluck going slowly?
But Timo Glock did not go slowly. His car did not break down. Hamilton is not in the position to win the championship. Felipe Massa has won the 2008 championship. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to What If? Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Could you imagine the celebrations in Brazil if Massa did win it?
Well,
Carnage!
just look back to when they thought they had won it. Obviously, Felipe's dad's crying, the whole Ferrari garages. Yeah! Nicole Scherzinger ain't celebrating Lewis Hamilton's win. But yeah, what we're going to be discussing is what if. I think this is going to become...
This is a paradox.
This is going to become a few episodes we'll do of like different things. But yeah, we're going to focus on what if Hamilton did not win the 2008 championship. Felipe Massa would have been the 2008 champion.
Yeah.
And then carrying on, so we're going into 2009. Brawn still would have had the best car.
Yep.
I think, because obviously innovation and whatnot. But obviously, Hamilton didn't win. I don't think Hamilton was in the chance to win the championship in 2009. Because I know Red Bull were coming good at the end of it. I don't think McLaren was anywhere. So, yeah. In 2010, McLaren still had the car. Because going into the shootout, you had Lewis, Vettel, Webber, Alonso. But again, he didn't win it in 2010.
No.
Then in 2011 and 12, he was not having the best seasons.
No, he wasn't.
Would he have been dropped by McLaren? So we're saying he doesn't have a championship because Massa won the 2008 championship. Would he have been dropped? I'm thinking he would have. Because I believe in 2011, I could be wrong, I think Button outdid Hamilton.
That is absolutely correct. In fact, I'm going to get up all the results, the prehistoric standings. So from, what we say, from 2011?
2011, yeah.
Yeah, sort of have a look right now. I don't want race results. I want...
standings.
Yes, I do indeed. Go driver standings. Right, here we go. So, yeah, you're right. Button came second. Hamilton was all the way in fifth.
Fifth, yeah.
By quite some margin. Button, 270 points. Hamilton, 227 points.
Wow.
I mean, that is Bottas level, really.
That is, yeah.
Woo.
What was 2010?
2010. So 2010, so we had Hamilton fourth, Button fifth, by Hamilton 240, Button 214.
Okay, but still fourth.
Yeah.
2012?
2012, that would have been... Because he was still at McLaren at this point.
He was still at McLaren. It was his last year at McLaren.
Hamilton fourth again, 190 points. Button fifth, 118. But the interesting thing is, though, in 2012, Raikkonen in the Lotus Renault...
Yep.
Third.
Yeah, I reckon if Hamilton... Obviously, we're saying Hamilton didn't get the 2008 championship. I reckon he would have been dropped.
You reckon so?
I reckon so. Dropped by McLaren. Obviously, he would have been picked up by another team. At that, if we're saying like around 2011 time, Mercedes wouldn't have picked him up. Mercedes had Schumacher and Rosberg.
Yeah.
An all driver lineup for an all German driver. Can't speak.
German driver for a German.
Yes. Yeah. Trying to think what.
Well, really, we're looking at the back markers. So he could have potentially been at HRT. He could have potentially been at Caterham, Marisha.
No.
Williams, perhaps.
He might have. I think if he was going to go to any, he would have gone Williams.
Or Force India.
Yeah, or Force India. Yeah, could have done. 2011, what their driver lineup would have been: Paul di Resta and
Hulk, I believe.
yeah, Hulkenberg.
Let's have a look here. Who have we got here? Yeah, di Resta, Force India, and then where's the Hulkmeister? No,
Kovalainen? No.
it was. Who the bloody hell is it?
Adrian Sutil.
Yep.
Adrian Sutil. Yeah. Literally went boom. Yeah, they would have dropped. Well, I think that was Sutil's last year. Could be wrong.
Yes.
Hamilton could have gone Force India. But what have we known from Force India from the coming years? They've been a midfield team.
Yeah. Well, bear in mind, back in those days, there was 24 drivers on the grid. There was 12 teams at that point,
Yes.
essentially.
Yeah. And
God.
in that era, obviously Red Bull were dominant. And then Mercedes were dominant. But Lewis Hamilton ain't a Mercedes driver. He would have stayed at Force India. And he would have... Would he have still got that win every year?
Oh, Christ, no.
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 No. No. The only way we're actually going to fully know this is if we put Lewis Hamilton in a Haas
Yeah.
or a Williams. That's the only way that's going to show how good he is.
Yeah.
I think. I'm not against that. But,
No.
it's
No,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, that would be quite interesting. Wouldn't Mercedes would have dropped him? Well, Mercedes are one. So not Mercedes. McLaren are one for driver stability.
Yeah.
How often do they change drivers? Not very often.
Not very often. I think...
They allow drivers to leave as opposed to... this is the days before Zach Brown.
Okay, yeah, the days before Zach Brown.
So this is when we have Ron Dennis. Now,
Yeah.
I don't think... I can see where you're going, but knowing Ron Dennis, and obviously he was ousted by the McLaren group in
Yeah.
15, 16, 17... 2015, I think it was.
Yeah.
So, no, I think... Obviously, McLaren needed to make major changes anyway.
Yeah.
I think probably Ron Dennis might be the reason why McLaren needs to make those sort of changes. And he was obviously supporting Lewis since he was a nipper.
He was, yep.
So, I don't really think I see Lewis... Oh, no. They would have kept him on for a little while, but then if they start going, well, Button's out qualified. Button's the number one.
I reckon they would have dropped him 2011.
I would say maybe 2012. 2012, I could see it maybe sort of happening.
Yeah.
But then again...
But then 2012 is when that was his last season anyway for McLaren.
Yes.
So...
Okay, yeah. So what loses the seat at the end of 2011, then 2012 goes to a new team? Because he went to...
Yeah, loses seat at 2011.
Yeah.
Goes to a new team 2012, which we're saying would have been Force India.
Yeah.
Or maybe Williams.
Yeah.
But I think... Am I saying that? Because Williams were doing quite good then.
What, 2011?
Yeah.
Let's have a look, see where they were in the standings. Right, so 2011, we had teams. First, we obviously had Red Bull. Second,
yeah.
McLaren. So they were still second in 2011. So...
Yeah.
Third, Ferrari. Fourth, Mercedes. Fifth, Renault. Sixth, Force India. Seventh, Sauber. Eighth, Scuderia Toro Rosso. Ninth, Williams. 10th, Lotus.
When were Williams doing good then? When was... Oh, no. Williams was doing good 2014 time.
Yes.
Getting... Oh, no. But they got a podium with Maldonado in 2012. A win, sorry. And then, with...
Yeah, you're right. 2014, Williams were third in the Constructors.
Yes. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead of the queue there. So, if Hamilton did get dropped, it would have went Force India.
Yeah.
Yeah, roughly guessing, sort of thing.
So does that then mean maybe you'd get the Hulkenberg at Mercedes? That could literally change the course of history.
It could have. Because I think Hulkenberg was in talks with Mercedes.
Well, it would be. Obviously, they were very sort of...
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got to be careful using the word nationalistic in a German team.
Because I think the only reason Hamilton went Mercedes is because Niki Lauda kind of persuaded him and brought him in the right direction to go. But if Hamilton signed for Force India and the talks with Hulkenberg went ahead, Hulkenberg to Mercedes.
I remember at the time when it was announced that Lewis was leaving McLaren to Mercedes, everyone was a bit like, what are you doing? You are in...
Yeah, name me one person that was like, that's a good move. That's a good move. No one. And if you're there going, no, that was me, I was saying that was a good move, fuck off.
Yeah, no one.
No one was saying that was a good move.
No. So, but What if Niki Lauda maybe got in there earlier and sort of said, "Hey, how about you come over here instead?" Because Mercedes were fourth. Well, if we go back to when Mercedes came into the constructors, so that's 2010.
2010, yeah.
So 2010.
They were, I want to say fifth.
Fourth. Fourth in 2010. They were fourth in 2011.
Yep.
They were fifth in 2012. They were 2013. So this is obviously when they were second over there. Then anyway.
Yeah.
But would he have got his championship? Well, I mean, it was obviously 2008 was close anyway. It came down to
1 point. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
It's
It's gone full circle, really, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's not down to that sort of level of 1 point, but.
But just think, yeah.
Yeah.
So, 2013, Nico Rosberg, Nico Hulkenberg. It's the Nicos and the Bergs. all German. That's what, like you said, second in the championship. I reckon they still would have got second in the championship with them two drivers. Then obviously from 2014 to now, Mercedes have been a dominant team.
Since Nico came, the Hulkmeister came into the sport, he was always seen as a future world champion.
Yeah.
In the same way how Button was.
Yeah.
He was essentially the new Jensen. I mean, I think Hulk, he's just had bad machinery. I mean, no one was ever going to get a championship win in a Force India.
No. I met he was on to his first win in 2012 in Brazil, but then the first corner he had a little slip and then he crashed into Hamilton. Ironically, the two drivers are on about. But yeah, in the machinery he's been in, no.
Yes. I could see that being, if Hamilton didn't go to Mercedes, they would have got the Hulk.
Yeah.
The Hulk in. Now that would be bloody interesting.
That would be, yeah.
But then, I think if we sort of compare how close Rosberg and Hamilton were from 2013 onwards, and to be fair, not massively. Hamilton was in fourth in the Constructors, 189 points. Rosberg was sixth, 171. That's not bad.
That's
one race win and
scattering the points.
The points, Bloody Hulk was right. I'm just looking at this thinking Raikkonen and that Lotus Renault was pretty bloody good, actually. So 2013, okay, so it would probably be safe to assume that Rosberg in that case would have came fourth, the Hulk in the sixth.
Yeah.
We're just swapping them around. 2014. Obviously Hamilton, 384 points. Rosberg, second place, 317. Bit of a gap.
Yeah.
Bit of a gap.
But then if we're saying let's say it was Hulkenberg instead of Hamilton, I reckon Rosberg would have won the championship.
Yeah. Rosberg would be the new hated Vettel.
Yeah. But I reckon if Hulkenberg was in the Mercedes, you would have it Rosberg 2014 world champion.
Yeah.
Hulkenberg 2015. But then what if? Because Rosberg retired after one championship.
He did, actually. I mean, that would be worth exploring. What if Nico didn't retire? Rosberg didn't retire.
Rosberg didn't. That's a different episode. Yeah. But right. So this episode. So Rosberg gets the championship in 2014. Yeah. Hulkenberg gets it. No, then retires.
You reckon he's going to retire that early?
Well, yeah. He got his championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He wanted to spend time with his family and do YouTube videos. So yeah, he's got his championship 2014. He retires. Mercedes seat becomes open. Who do Mercedes get in?
After Rosberg retires.
After Rosberg. So they've got Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg's happy. He's in a championship winning team.
Yeah.
So one seat available. We're in 2015 now. It's a 2015 seat. Who are Mercedes going to get if Rosberg retired? I reckon.
Go on, give us your thoughts.
They're going Alonso.
That is exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
He went to McLaren. Now, that was a bloody stupid
move.
Now, wasn't there a rumour for Alonso to go to Mercedes at one point?
I don't think it was a rumour. I think it was when it was Brawn,
he
had a talking with him. But if he went to Brawn and he's stuck with Brawn, he would have been in that Mercedes eventually if he stuck with the team.
Yeah, so the 2015 season, it probably would be
Yeah.
Alonso because he would
Yeah.
have finished. Because that's when they bring Raikkonen back then in 2015.
But
with
that's what I was
Alonso.
going to say as well. It will either going to be Alonso or Raikkonen. Because Raikkonen in that Lotus, even Lotus themselves thought we ain't going to be in the points. That's why they offered Kimi a
He completely almost bankrupted
what did
Lotus.
I think it was like a £50,000
bonus
per point. And yeah, he was in the points.
I mean, that first year, he was third? Yeah, 200 something points. Well, I'm not very good at maths.
In 2012, he won the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Then first round in Australia, he won Australia, and then he was in the points.
I mean, if we just do sort of 50 grand times 25 points, did they get a fast lap point at that point?
No.
They didn't. So. Oh God!
How much?
It's a lot of zeros.
Oh wow, yeah.
Just 1,250,000.
Yeah, and that's just for a race win.
1.25 million.
Yeah. And obviously he was in the points a lot more than that. So
I bet the Lotus accountants were going,
fucking
hell.
Yeah. Well, they didn't pay him in the end, did they?
No, they didn't.
So yeah. So that Mercedes seat is open. Did they go Alonso or Raikkonen? Because looking at every other driver, get your thing up.
Let's have a look. See, well, okay. So we're only going 2014. So what we need to... So 2015. So we need to look at how Alonso and Raikkonen were.
Well, no, I'm just thinking of the driver lineups.
Yeah,
so 2015, Vettel's gone Ferrari.
Yeah.
He ain't going to move anywhere.
No.
Who did we have? We had Button in McLaren.
We did have Button in McLaren.
He ain't... No, they're not going to get him. I think we had Perez and...
Sauber, I believe he would have been... No,
he's in...
Perez at Force India at that point.
Force India, yeah. And what, Ocon? Force India?
I don't think Ocon was in the sport back then.
No, it would be Ocon, Perez and... Oh, who would it be?
Hang on. So, Perez, Force India... Well, back in then, that you had Hulkenberg in Force India.
Hulkenberg and Force India. But yeah, he's gone Mercedes now. What other drivers had you got?
What, in 2015?
Yep.
So we had Hamilton, Rosberg, Vettel, Raikkonen, Bottas. Oh.
Nah, he would have stayed at Williams.
Massa, also at Williams.
Yeah, he would have stayed at Williams.
Kvyat and Ricciardo, Red Bull.
Yeah, Red Bull.
Yeah. Grosjean in Lotus. But at this point, though, Lotus were supplied by Mercedes engines.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, Grosjean was doing good.
I mean, he was 11th. I mean, he wasn't bad.
No, but I think he did get like a podium
Yeah.
or something. So he is like on the radar.
You know, you also had Verstappen in Scuderia Toro Rosso.
Yeah.
And what if he went to Mercedes Whoa!
What if?
What if Maldonado?
Oh mate, let's see Maldonado in a... No, yes. Yeah. My mind is made up now. Let's see Maldonado in the Mercedes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That would be quality.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Maldonado, world champion 2015 to 2020. Can you imagine?
I can't. I mean, oh God, who else? You know, you would have had Signs in that point then in
Renault?
no, Scuderia. Toro Rosso, yeah.
Okay.
You had Button in McLaren. You had Alonso in McLaren. You had Marcus Ericsson, Ferrari. Sorry, Sauber.
Felipe Nasser.
You had Nazir as well. Felipe Nasser.
Yeah, how'd you? I say Felipe Nasser.
Nasser, yeah, Nasser, yeah. So he was in Sauber as well. Who else we got here? And you obviously had the Marisha chaps as well.
Yes, I can't remember their names. Sorry,
I can't work out the RSI and STE.
Yeah.
I don't know on that one, I'm afraid.
But anyway, from that driver list, I think Alonso and Raikkonen are your main.
I think more likely to be Alonso because Raikkonen signed a long-term deal with Ferrari. I'm not sure how long the deal would have been.
Yeah.
But let's just say people took their contract. So
yeah.
Okay, Alonso at
Hulkenberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Alonso and Hulkenberg at Mercedes. Hulkenberg, a German driver for a German team. But Alonso ain't going to settle for second best.
No, he's not.
Are we going to have Rosberg versus Hamilton sort of vibe with Alonso versus Hulkenberg at Mercedes?
But at this sort of time in Fernando's career, this is when all the stuff was sort of coming out about how he's allegedly a terrible human being to work with.
Yeah.
And everything was sort of Team Fernando, and he was allegedly a toxic personality in the team.
But now he's moving to a top team.
Yeah.
Is he going to give a fuck? This is Fernando Alonso.
Well, I mean, if he's going up against one world champion, probably would do.
Yeah.
If they both joined at the same time and he was being shafted a little bit, probably would do.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
Exactly.
Who wouldn't? You know.
But let's say we're going into the 2015 season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Rosberg's gone. He won his championship.
Yeah.
Hulkenberg, Alonso. Hulkenberg ain't won a championship yet. Who's winning? Because like they had the dominant car in 2015.
Probably the Hulk.
So I'd say Alonso.
You reckon so?
I'd say Alonso.
Yeah, but then saying that though, right? He'd just been chewed up and spit out by Ferrari.
Yeah.
What if he was in that day? He was like how Seb Vet was this year.
Yeah. Okay.
He might. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, you know, he is a Spaniard. You know, they are pretty tough.
Yeah.
I can see Hulkenberg doing it, and I can see this is Alonso trying to find his sort of feet again. And for some reason, I don't know why, I can see him and Nicky Lauda actually getting on very, very well with each other.
Who, Alonso and
Nicky Lauda?
Okay, yeah.
Because the sporting sort of director sort of role. I can probably see Lauda sort of giving him some sort of words, some good words of wisdom. And I don't think, you know, he'd still be aggressive.
Yeah, it's Alonso.
He's Alonso. He's the Spanish bull.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, he's not the Red Bull. He's the Spanish bull.
Yes.
You know. So yeah, I can sort of see it. He'd be real burning his confidence, and then obviously, look, Lauda came from Ferrari.
Yeah.
He didn't start off in Ferrari, but
no.
Look, essentially, I think I'm not sure how true this is, and obviously it's been a good few years. Apparently, on his way to the hospital after his massive crash, the famous crash at the Nürburgring. Ferrari were already lining up his replacement.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, from a team point of view, you can understand why they were sort of doing that, because I think, will he live, will he die? We need someone in for next week. No, nothing sleeps at the prancing horse.
No.
So we've sort of gone like, look, listen, I know the internal workings. In the 90s, he was the sporting director at Ferrari.
Yeah.
So he would have known that workings from the team. He would have been like, right, I know how brutal it is. Look, just come here. We're going to look after you a little bit, you know.
Get your feet on the ground.
Just find your feet with the car. We don't expect you to get a championship. It'd be nice, but we want to see you in the points.
Okay, yeah.
That's how I sort of see it. We would have had that German type thing.
So Hulkenberg, champion 2015.
Yeah.
I reckon Hulk wants to do the run. So you're going to have the same driver lineup for years to come.
Yeah.
Back to Hamilton in the Force India. He's going to have Perez as a teammate at some point.
Well, they would have been teammates by this point.
Yeah, by this point, they would have been teammates.
And they would have came from a similar background because Perez was at Sauber and then he went to McLaren, didn't he?
Yep.
Well, then in that case, then with that whole case, then you know, maybe Magnussen might have stayed at Mercedes all along.
Maybe.
We are really opening up the fabrics of time.
We are. Well, I like this.
The thumbnail for this episode will be, you know, the chap from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, just sort of like the that's what the thumbnail is for this, right?
So we have
affect everything.
Yeah. So we have Perez and Hamilton at Force India or Racing Point, whatever, how long it goes into it. How
long would he have been at Force India for, though?
No, but that's what I'm saying. He's sticking with Force India.
Yeah.
Because what? Red Bull, I don't think Red Bull would ever sign Hamilton. I'm sorry, I just don't think they would ever sign Hamilton. Would Hamilton ever go to Ferrari with Sebastian Vettel? But we're saying this, Kimi Räikkönen would have been with Vettel.
Yeah, no way.
So he ain't going Ferrari. Where else would there be for him to go? He ain't going to drop down, is he?
I suppose it'd be Williams, I suppose.
Yeah, but going upwards. So we're gone, we're at 2016 now? 2017-ish?
Let's get this up. So, 2016. So obviously, you know, we know Mercedes got it.
Yep.
I'm going to go to constructors because that will be So Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari. Force India were fourth actually in 2016.
Okay. So yeah, he's sticking with Force India.
Yep.
What is it, 2017? Is it Racing Point at this point?
No, they weren't racing the point until about midway through 2018.
Okay, yeah.
So okay, maybe you just would have stuck at Force India. They would have been the complete midfield.
Yeah,
team.
complete midfield team. Perez and Hamilton. I reckon they would have got more points as
Possibly.
well, but still be fourth.
To be fair, there was Jesus Christ. 2016 Mercedes scored 765 points.
Yeah.
Red Bull 468, slightly more than one. Jesus.
That's how dominant Mercedes was back then.
Yeah, Ferrari 398. Well,
yeah.
So obviously they would have been really trying to challenge Red Bull then in 2016. So
yeah,
they might
so
have gone, Kimi, you're underperforming. We're getting him.
But let's say he sticks with Force India.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sticks with them till 2018.
Mm-hmm.
They're changing to Racing Point.
Ooh.
Okay. They come into their financial difficulty.
Well, I think it's simple. That Lance would have forever been moved up to that racing scene.
Yeah. Lance moved up.
Yeah.
But who are they getting rid of? Perez or Hamilton?
Hamilton, 110%.
Yeah, because Perez saved...
He's the money boy.
Perez saved the team.
He has the whole of Mexico backing him.
Yeah.
It would always be Perez. So then you'd have Lewis back at, Williams. Well, yeah.
I reckon Hamilton would have retired.
Yeah, so probably, yeah. That's more likely.
He hasn't got a championship. Obviously, Felipe Massa won it in
likely.
2018. Went to Force India. Had a good few years. Not winning the championship. You have Hülkenberg and Alonso at Mercedes. Ferrari and Raikkonen. Changing to Leclerc eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon Hamilton retires.
Okay. So then, at what point at Mercedes does either the Hulk retire or Alonso retire, and then you get Bottas move up? Bottas was managed still by Toto Wolff.
Yeah,
at this point.
and Bottas moved up in 2017, didn't he?
He did. So okay,
right, so hold on. What are we saying? So Rosberg wins it in 2014. Hülkenberg wins it in 2015. I'd say Alonso in 2016.
Neither of them are going to retire.
None of them are going to
Hang on a
retire.
minute, right?
I would probably think Alonso wins it in 2017 as well. Are we up to 17?
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon Hülkenberg then retires.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when Valtteri gets moved up. And then it's just going to be a Valtteri exchange situation. Get the fuck out of the way, Alonso's coming through.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I reckon that's what it's going to be.
Like that. And then, well, see, Alonso's hero is Senna. Senna had 3 world titles. I think a lot of drivers, they only sort of want to just do one up on their heroes, I suppose. Normally, realistically, let's be up like this sort of 8.
Yeah.
Obviously, Vettel, he would have gone for the 7 or 8 time world championships, provided that Ferrari was dominant.
Vettel, my favourite driver, obviously he wanted to emulate Schumacher.
Yeah.
But I think when he realised he ain't going to get as many as Schumacher, his goal was then to let's take as many away from Hamilton as we can. Still, he failed, but yeah.
Well, he even said that in the driver's press conference, saying, I want Max to win it. He said, that's no disrespect to Lewis, but I want Michael's title preserved.
Yeah. I mean, eventually it's going to be broken.
No.
Whether it's by Hamilton or whether it's by a driver 20 years from now, that title is going to be broken. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes it do be like that.
Do you reckon? Not Verstappen. Do you reckon Vettel? Obviously now he's in his early days. He was a little bit on the arrogant side. Well,
Yeah.
Who wouldn't be?
He wouldn't be.
Who wouldn't be? Do you reckon as he's definitely matured with age? He's like a very fine wine.
Yeah.
You love him more and more as he gets older.
Yeah.
And he's still younger than Hamilton. He's only about 33, 34?
How old's Hamilton? 36?
37.
37.
Yeah.
I think Vettel's 35, I think.
Okay. So, do you reckon Seb might have got to a point sort of going, I've matched Schumacher, I'm not going to be anymore, I'm going to retire now? Or do you reckon he would have wanted to do one over on him? But I don't actually, I think maybe if Schumacher didn't have his skiing accident, I don't think he would do. I think he'd sort of say, I'm preserving this title, so maybe one day Mick could sort of outdo it. I think he's very much become the father.
Nah, but then you've got a what if. What if Schumacher didn't have his accident? Yeah, Seb's gone to Ferrari. 15, 16, obviously he's getting his feet with Ferrari. Got a couple of wins, got a couple of podiums. 2017, 18 is going for the championship with Ferrari. You've got Michael.
Ferrari won the championship.
Yeah,
then instead,
but you got Michael Schumacher guiding Vettel, going, look, don't let this pressure get to you. It's Ferrari. I've got 5 championships with Ferrari. Yeah, I know how it is. Guiding him through it, and then.
Well, Schumi joined Ferrari in '96, didn't he? 96, yeah, because 94 and 95 he was with Benetton.
Benetton, yeah.
So 96 he was with that, and then obviously 98 he could have won it, but he was doing 97 he was
what year did
crashing
he get,
into people.
What year did he get disqualified?
97.
97.
97.
Yeah. Year I was born.
Yeah. Okay, in that case, then yeah, probably we would have seen a different sort of kettle of fish, and he'd probably been saying, if anyone's going to be it, I want you to beat it.
Yeah. So we got all this. What if? All from Hamilton not winning the 2008 championship. It's mind blowing, ain't it? The whole course of F1 would be scattered.
So okay, but I can definitely see. So going back to the Mercedes, sort of
yeah,
like that, 2018 would be the year that. 2018 would be the year Bottas goes to Mercedes. Lewis would be still at Force India. He then go down to Williams.
Williams will retire.
Yeah, Williams will retire.
He'll probably have 1 year with Williams
and then retire.
Realise they're doing shit and be like, nah, I'm gonna go work on my fashion.
Would he have had the money to work on his fashion if he wasn't a multi-time world champion?
True. What if?
I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world, really, is it?
No, yeah.
So I know it's to everyone's taste,
yeah.
but, like, we dress sort of fairly classically, don't we? You know, we're just, oh my God. That's a separate sort of
It
thing.
is.
We're not fashion eaters.
No.
But we just know what
But, so from that,
yeah.
Hamilton not winning the 2008 championship, Alonso is going to be 4, 5, 6 times world champion.
Yeah.
Rosberg still got his 1 championship in the fire. Hulkenberg's got 1 championship.
Yep.
Course of history's changed.
Do you think Hulkenberg would be happy at just 1?
No.
But
I reckon once Alonso gets his 3rd championship with Mercedes, 3rd championship overall, first with Mercedes, Alonso's just going to be a dog.
Oh, completely.
We've seen how dominant that Mercedes is.
Yeah.
Is just going to be...
You put that in the hands of Alonso.
Yeah.
Jeez!
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we saw how he was defending against Hamilton in an Alpine.
Yeah.
When Hamilton was in a Mercedes. Like, come on. I'm not the massive fan of Alonso. Granted, I'm a bit more of a fan now than I was.
Oh, yeah, I think a lot of people are, yeah.
But, yeah, Alonso, what a driver. What a driver.
We might actually have Kingfisher back in the...
yes.
Just on a side note, obviously normally we drink Heineken for this, because we set this podcast up like we're 2 mates having a chat in the pub, about Formula 1, which we normally sort of do.
That's what this podcast is pretty much about. Just 2 mates having a chat as if we were in a pub. Yeah,
that's it. So obviously to recreate that, we are, we have a few sort of beers like that. Normally we drink Heineken because it's the official sponsor of Formula 1. But today the corner shop did not have any Heineken, so I had to improvise. And I got 2 bottles of Heineken, but I also got... I tried to find the sponsor, so there's no Peroni. So there was Estrella, so obviously that's Matt, because obviously...
I love Estrella.
And, Carlos, I found Kingfisher, because I like a little bit of nostalgia. That's it.
And you're quite liking it, aren't you?
It's bloody smooth. It's dangerous. You sort of have like another sort of 5e, but now I'm drunk all of a sudden. It's just... you can knock it back like water. But obviously not sponsored, but actually Kingfisher, if you want to get involved, drop us a line. But yeah, no, I think that's just Hulkenberg and Alonso. I like this one.
Yeah.
Jesus, right. Let's leave this one here before we go down any more rabbit holes and before we get any more
any more what ifs.
Yes, but we'll be back more with more what ifs.
Yes, more what ifs.
We'll be opening the space-time continuum.
This is definitely a line of episodes, I reckon.
This could even be a whole sub-series among the main series.
Yeah, definitely.
God, right. Please take away the outro because I am lost for words.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been, gentlemen, a short view back to the podcast. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much. And again, we'd love to hear your suggestions. So please comment what you think would have happened. If you agree, if you disagree. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
TikTok,
can't
not on
even work.
TikTok.
Get my
Like,
words
yeah,
no more.
blah.
Done in now. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.